depending on motivation will make you weak. Now, this is something that I'm understanding today. And I'm going to provide you guys with context on how I came upon that understanding and why it's super fucking important for you to stop relying and depending on motivation in order for you to achieve what you set out to do. Because that is what's going to hold you back. And I'm pretty sure that you know this too. You know this too, but you need to be reminded, and I'm going to be that reminder. So, how did I even come across this understanding to the point where, I'm making this fucking video? So, around midnight, it's currently August 15th, 2024, right? Around midnight, August 15th, I achieved all my daily goals and whatnot. And let's say I was in a meditative state. And during midnight, around like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. or some shit, I was gaining mad, like super duper fucking clarity on my vision, the way I've never had before, right? So, it got me all gassed. Bro, I was 1 a.m., 2 a.m., super fucking motivated, and I had to use my energy in some form of way because I can't lie, I was pretty gassed out. I did a lot during yesterday, and I couldn't just sit there and do nothing. Like, I couldn't go to sleep, bro. I went to sleep around like fucking 3 a.m. So what did I do? Rather than just having it all in my mind, I chose to ground my idea, ground my vision onto a piece of paper. Now, no, not a piece of paper, but I had to ground my vision just in a physical sense to where I could see it. So it wasn't on a piece of paper. I planned to do it on a piece of paper, but for now, I just put it on my phone, right? In a Word document. So I've got Google Docs on my phone that I've already written it down. And when I was writing my vision down, when I was writing the plan of attaining my vision down, I actually realized to myself that, it's true. I've been doing a lot of planning lately, and it is required. And of course, I've been putting in action too. In fact, I've been putting in more action than I do plan. It's a habit that I'm trying to implement in my life and make an instinct to just be more thoughtful in the action that I take, because I can be quite impulsive at times, But I realized to myself that if I want to realize the vision that I have, I need to be able to consistently follow through with the plan. And I was like, oh shit. Of course I knew this, but just the epiphany, like it was just, well, let me turn the light. I don't know if will it make a difference? I don't know if it'll make a difference, but fuck it. But it just made it way more apparent that I need to get on my shit. And it's a thing where I've developed good habits this year, but the one habit that I'm lacking, the one habit that's underdeveloped for me personally, is the habit of doing things consistently on a daily basis. See, in my opinion, I can pull off some amazing feats within a day, but I can't do it on a consistent daily basis, on a week by week basis. But I can achieve some results, but that's not basically, it's not sustainable. I can't do it sustainably. So when I realized this, I'm like, okay, cool, so now more than ever, it's not about working on individual things in my life. It's about working on one thing, bro. And what is that one thing? That one thing is literally just prove. I don't want to say prove to yourself, but just, because that's coming from Not on a thing where I'm trying to prove it to myself, but bro, just fucking follow through with the plan, bro. You feel me? Just do that for yourself, because now you know that, bro, in order to realize this vision, bro, and I'm talking something about that will take years, right? I'm not talking about something that's gonna, I'm not talking about like a quarterly goal, a yearly goal. No, I'm talking about some shit that I want to see realized before I'm 30. Or by the time I'm 30, I want to see a specific result, right? So it's a thing where, bro, I really need to work on this habit. So moving forward, cool, I've written out what I needed to do. And in a nutshell, so you guys can understand, it's really about, I've got 5 major daily goals. So each goal caters to an aspect of my life. So there's 5. So one of them caters to my energy, to my mind, to my body, to my business, and my relationships. So I went to sleep around 3 a.m. I woke up, so I was meant to wake up around 9:30 to observe London session, right? And I woke up at 10 a.m. No, that's a lie. I woke up at 8 a.m. But I went back to sleep. See, that's another nasty habit that I'm trying to fucking get rid of. Just tear that shit out of my fucking DNA, right? I'm working on it. But, so I went to sleep at 8 a.m. My alarm was on snooze. And then I kept hearing my alarm. I was getting pissed off at myself. Because I was like, bro, I really want to get out of bed right now. I was super motivated. But why the fuck is it so hard for me to get the fuck out of bed to do what I really want to do? And then I realized, like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then, while I was in bed, right, it was a thing where, bro, just get the fuck up. But my body was just like, it was just that cozy. And I know you might feel like that too at times. Maybe not every day. Certainly not every day for me. But there are days within a week, bro, where I'm just like, bro, fuck this, bro. Like, cause, bro, at the same time, I'm training as well for amateur boxing. And I'm doing calisthenics as well. I do calisthenics first, and then I train for amateur boxing too. So yeah, my body's fucking tired, bro. And I've only had like, what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 6 hours of sleep. Not enough recovery. So I usually sleep for like 8 to 10 hours, bro, because I do so much. But fuck it, you don't want to hear excuses, right? You don't want to hear excuses. Get the fuck up. So this is when I realized that, bro, it's not about physical discipline. It's really about your mental discipline, because you get that right, the physical will follow. It's about following through on what you said you was gonna do. That's what I realized when I was in bed. And I'm like, yo, how can I say to myself that man finna do this and man don't do it? And then I realized, bro, how am I gonna let my own physical body tell me what to fucking do? Seriously, how the fuck am I gonna let my own physical body tell me what the fuck to do? Huh? So I got out of bed. And that's just to give you a little bit of context on why you cannot rely on a feeling. You can't rely on a feeling. What feeling am I talking about? Motivation. It's fleeting. It is not dependable. But do you know what is dependable though? Do you know what is dependable? Your fucking will. Your will to do something. And your will isn't physical, it's an intangible asset. But how many of you say that you will do something but don't follow through? See, every human being has the power of the will, but how many out of the population actually exercise their will? How many actually follow through with their will? If you say you're gonna do something, just fucking do it. And this will go to the point of discipline. Me personally, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Like, the word discipline, I don't fucking like it. I hate it. I hate discipline. But that's something I'm currently learning in my life, that even though I can, even though I can spend energy and achieve amazing feats, it don't mean shit if I can't sustain it. Even though I can do a lot, it don't mean shit if I can't maintain it. See, in my own way, I'm understanding what discipline means in my life and how I can implement it in a way that works for me. And in my mind, the way my mind is constructed, I don't like the word discipline. It just makes me go, bro, don't fucking chat to me about that. But I'm not gonna be as naive and say that you don't need it, no. But just, I have a different way of thinking about it. See, for me, discipline is about repetition and routine. That's all it is. For me anyway. Because I know that each time that I repeat something, I get better at it. So why the fuck would I not do it again and again and again? Oh shit. Why the fuck? Wait. Why would I not do it again and again and again if I only know I'm gonna get better at it? Why not? But what I struggle with is that I don't do it in a consistent routine fashion, like I mentioned earlier in the video about actually doing it on a daily basis. One of my, I told you guys that I'm focusing on, am I in frame? You can see me, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm moving around a lot, but I told you guys one of my daily goals is catered towards my energy. And what exactly is that goal? My goal is to sprint, basically. It's to sprint 2 kilometers. Now, I'm not sprinting 2 kilometers like fucking, like all the way. I basically, so it's four 2-minute rounds. I sprint for 30 seconds and I run at a steady pace for 30 seconds. So there's basically, I sprint twice for 30 seconds in a 2-minute round and I run twice for 30 seconds in a 2-minute round. So that's like four sections within 2 minutes. And then I'd have 4 rounds of that. And usually I do like 2-point-something kilometers. But basically, it's about, when I'm sprinting, I'm understanding, like, when I was sprinting today, what I understood the most was I command my physical body. But who's I? I won't get too deep. I'll just chat about the mental for now. But let's just say, in fact, let me make it so that it's easily understood. Let's say when you're running, and then there's that voice in your head that wants to stop. But you said to yourself before you ran that you're gonna do a particular distance, or you're gonna run a particular, so basically, cool, when I'm sprinting, and let's say I'm 15, 20 seconds in, and when I'm sprinting, I'm talking about I'm utilizing all of my muscles, because that's what sprinting is. I'm not just using my legs, I'm using each and every single part, every fucking muscle fiber, bro. You feel me? And that shit's hard. And that's the fucking point. That's why I'm working on my energy, because I need to rely. See, the reason why I'm doing this is that, can I depend on myself to exert more energy when I need to? When I command my body to, can I depend on myself to exert more energy than I need to? When I want to. So each time that I sprint, it's about me commanding my physical body to be like, alright, cool, let's fucking go. Let's go on overdrive for a quick 30 seconds. And then when that 30 seconds over, I'm like, okay, cool, we're resting. But I'm not fucking jogging on the spot or some shit. No, we're running at a steady pace. So when I'm running at a steady pace, really and truly, my concentration is at my lower part of my body. So I'm only really just focusing on my legs. But when I'm sprinting, my focus and attention is all over. I'm using my arms, I'm using my core, really, and my legs. I'm using everything, which requires more energy. So, shit, why the fuck was I talking about energy? Yeah, so to get to the point of, see, while I was sprinting, I realized that I needed to push through, straight through. Oh yeah, shit. Yeah, I was just reminded of what I learned during training, but I need to push through mental barriers. See, when you're able to push through your own mental barriers, and when you're pushing through mental barriers, see, a natural byproduct of pushing mental barriers is pushing physical barriers. But in order for you to do that, it requires you to do some hard shit. And I don't mean doing hard things relative to the world's standard, no. I'm talking about doing hard things relative to your own ability. I'm talking about, so for you to understand me better, I'm talking about, okay, cool, you have a comfort level. I'm talking about just bit by bit, stretching yourself out of your comfort zone each time, each repetition. You're not overdoing it, because at the same time you're doing this shit every day, right? But I'm talking about okay, cool, check this. So when it comes to sprinting, my comfort level right now is, my comfort level is 20 seconds. So 20-second sprints, 20-second runs, but I'll do 3 sprints and 3 runs, and I'd rest for 1 minute. And then I'll do 3 rounds of those, right? But today I was like, yo, fuck that, because I was completing that shit. Like, when I mean stretch your comfort zone, I'm talking about, bro, only you know this, but you need to get at that stage where you're like, bro, I can't do this shit no more. Like, that's the stage you need to get to each and every fucking time. Why? Because that, my friend, that is how you improve. You're not, I can't lie, I see a lot of people in running clubs, and I chatted to one of them lately, like, when I'm out, actually it was when I was resting, just a quick, during my 1 minute rest, I was like, oh shit, yeah bro, like, So you're running, like, what's your goal? Oh, I'm just, I want to get faster and shit. And he was like, oh, say no more. Yeah, cool. I want to get faster too. We have a common goal, right? And I was like, oh, what are you doing to like, cause I seen you run. Like I see him run, like, on a regular thing. But whenever I see him run, it's just under that thing. Not to mock my man in it, but I'm talking like, bro, if you really want to run faster, oh my days, if you might know Astor from Black Clover, he has a motto, right? Oh shit, I'm paraphrasing it now, but it's about pushing past your fucking limits, bro. That's it. Each and every fucking repetition for sprinting anyway, right? You want to push past your limit each and every time. That's the goal. So when your approach, your attitude is to, yeah, of course, the first round you want to get comfortable with it, right? But you're not there to be fucking comfortable, bro. You're there to fucking grow. You're there to grow. How do you grow? You need to break yourself and build yourself back up through recovery. But what does that require? That requires discipline. Not the discipline to do something. No. It requires the discipline to push past your limits. Yeah. It requires the discipline to push past your comfort zone. It's not even a physical thing, bro. It's a mental thing, bro. Oh my days, bro. It's a mental thing, bro. That's what it requires. But see, for me personally, I've read a couple books. I even read a whole fucking book just about discipline, and it didn't resonate with me because it's, for me personally, the way I interpreted the information on anything about discipline on the World Wide Web is that it's hard. And it's true. It is hard. But of course, when, you're an individual learning how to build discipline, it puts you off. Like, bro, I don't want to do some hard shit. But what made me appreciate discipline now, what made me lean to it more than being comfortable was that, oh, wait, you're telling me that each time I repeat this thing, I get better at it? Oh shit, wait, you're telling me each time I repeat this one task, I get better at it? Oh shit. Oh yeah. Of course I'm gonna do that shit. Like, just that, for me anyway, just that attitude to things, I'm like, bro, what's discipline? Bro, just repeat the fucking task. Just do it over and over again. Just over and over and over. You get better at it. Like, that basically is the limiting belief, right? That belief of, oh, this is hard because I have to force myself to do something that I don't want to do, which is like it's pretty much like, I don't want to say a standard definition of discipline, but that's just the way I interpreted it when I was researching the internet, right? But when I actually focused within, and I focused on my own experience of life, and I focused on reflecting on my own experiences, I'm like, oh shit, bro, this shit is fucking easy. Because let me tell you this, when, at least for me in my experience, when I was researching discipline on the internet, I'm like, okay, cool, how do I get better at this shit? They usually give you a standard 2. Not everyone, but they usually give you a standard 2, which let's just say it's not authentic. It may be authentic to them, but it's not authentic to you. See, you need to understand your own ability. You need to understand your own level. And bro, let me just say this right now. Understand your comfort zone, for one, right? That's the way I started. Understand your comfort zone. And then once you really understand your comfort zone and what you feel comfortable doing, just stretch yourself to just go further, bit by bit, bit by bit, bit by bit, bit by bit. That's what I'm doing anyway. That's all I'm doing. And yeah, and that's that. So yeah, man, don't rely on motivation. Rely on your own willpower. Rely on your ability to push through mental barriers. Because the consequence of pushing through mental barriers automatically creates a situation where you're pushing through physical barriers as well. I remember I had a particular thought pattern when I was doing some pull-ups. So I told you guys that one of my daily goals was to work on my body, right? So I'll tell you what that's like. So basically what I set to achieve each and every single day, which I was doing, but I stopped. But I realized, nah, I need to consistently practice the what can I call it? I need to consistently practice the act of just doing hard stuff. I need to get my brain, I need to get my mental to the point where I feel like giving up. And that's when I know, okay, I've reached that level now to what? To where I can really grow. Because when you hear that thought of, yo, I can't do this no more. I can't do this no more. I want to stop. You need to observe that thought and just kick that shit out the fucking way. Kick it out the way and keep going. That's where the growth happens. So, usually when I wake up, it's a thing where I do 50 Bulgarian squats, each leg. I do 50 push-ups. I'm doing, I'm not sure what you call it, but it's incline when your feet is in the air. Just for challenge, right? And then I'm doing 30 dips. I'm doing 20 pull-ups, because, I can't lie, pull-ups is the main thing that I'm working on right now. I used to be so shit at pull-ups. I couldn't even do 10, but just since I've been working on it and now I'm doing 20. I do 15 comfortably, but 20 I struggle with, right? So 15 is my comfort level, and 20 is like me stretching myself, right? And I'm doing 15 knee raises, hanging knee raises, right? So when I was doing pull-ups, that's when it was more confirmation to the fact that, bro, yeah, it was during my rest time now. So it was a thing where when I was finished doing a set, see, when I'm doing calisthenics now, I take my time with it. Like, I'm not on my phone like with a stopwatch saying I'm doing a 1 minute rest. Nah, I'm really just, it's more of an intuitive thing. Like, I go when I go. Like, I'm not rushing nothing, you feel me? But it's more of it's a habitual thing. And I know I could improve better if I had shorter rest times. Now, I'm not dragging it. Like, my rest times are usually from 1 to 2 minutes, and I'll go again for each set. So these times now, because of the influence because of the influence of my mind and how it operated while I was sprinting for 30 seconds, running for 30 seconds, it was a thing where, yo, you're only having 30 seconds rest now. That's what my mind was on. But there was another part of my mind that was like, oh no, I've never done that before. I'm too scared, no, I'm gonna fail. You feel me? The bitch side of the mind. You feel me? So, but then this was automatic though. This was I did this after I finished sprinting, right? But it's like I didn't even have to consciously tell myself to, now we're gonna do another push-up. I mean, it wasn't push-up, it was a pull-up. So while I was resting, around like 20 seconds went by, and I'm like, what was it? Yeah, I'm gonna do another set. I was aware of that thought, and then I was aware of another thought of like, oh nah, don't do another set, bro. You need more time to rest. And then it was when I heard that other thought of like, nah, I need more time to rest. I'm like, but wait, why the fuck would I even have the thought in the first place to go again if I didn't believe I could do this shit again, right? And I was like, that's when I consciously was like, oh hell no. So I had to, what I realized, what the most important thing was for me, was that the first thought to enter my mind was to go for another set. Meaning that instinctively, unconsciously, I had the belief within myself that I could do it. But then, I don't know. And then there was opposition. And I'm like, bro, fuck you. You feel me? And I literally, in my mind, I was just like, literally in my mind, it just felt like, bro, just basically defeating my opposition by ignoring it and then going for another set. Now, I will be real. I did complete the set, but it was harder. But do you know how I felt afterwards? It felt way more rewarding. Why? I didn't do anything different. I still completed the set that I said I was gonna do. But what was different? I pushed through a mental barrier. That was the difference. I pushed through my limits. I broke my fucking limits. What was my limit? Just taking my time resting. Like I said, I'll do it intuitively. Now, mind you, I'm not doing that for every set now, bro. But it was just, in this particular one, it was my final, was it? No, it wasn't. It was my second to final set of pull-ups. So I was doing from 10 to 15. So yeah, it was that. And I told you that I was comfortable with 15. So why the fuck am I resting that much to get to 15? Now we need to get to 20, right? The 20 is, for me, like the uncomfortable stage. I need to get to that stage to really grow. So I was like, yeah, hell yeah. Like, of course, that realization happened after I did the set, but it just made more sense. Anyway, guys, I don't mean to make this video way too long. The reason why it's long is because I'm referring to my own actual experiences to so you guys get the context of what I'm saying. Don't fucking rely on motivation. Rely on your own ability to follow through on what you said you will do. Because I'm telling you, that is where, for one, you'll get the most confidence from. In your what? In your ability to achieve something. That is going to be something I'm going to talk about as well. In your ability to go out there and achieve what you want to do. Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. See, lately I was pretty much for an entire year, which I don't regret. For an entire year. That's a lie, it wasn't an entire year. It was from, like, let's say October 2023 to, let's say July 2024, I was super focused on trading. Super focused on learning price action and the movement of price, which I do not regret at all. Like, it required me to sacrifice everything else in my life. When I talk about sacrifice, I'm talking about sacrificing attention to everything, not some OD shit, right? I'm talking about my all of my attention when it was 100% for, like, I was lacking nutrition, bro. I was lacking physical activity, social activity, everything, bro. But I'm glad I did that shit now, cause the boy's up. But because I went through that stage, I realized that, bro, like, you know, around July, there was a barrier that I couldn't get past, because now, in hindsight, obviously, because I was only focusing on one aspect of my life. And what was that? It was business. I was really my awareness was on a physical level. And I wasn't paying attention to, number one, my energy levels, number two, my mental, number three, my emotional, number four, just my physical. So there was many things that was out of line in my life. And what the fuck is the point I was trying to say? Oh yeah, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So imagine this. Because, you know, really and truly, the only thing that you have complete control over is your own energy, your mind, your body. I can't say I don't know about emotions there, cause my emotions fuck me up. I can't lie. I'm not the type of guy to be dealing with emotions and feelings, bro. I can't lie. That shit can feels like I'm getting boxed in the ring. But I know how to. Well, I'm getting better at ignoring my emotions, ignoring my feelings, and keeping it stepping. You feel me? But how you do one thing is how you do everything. So imagine this. If you're able to push through your limits at an energetic level, what the fuck do you think you can do on a mental level? On a fucking emotional level? On a physical level? On a material level? What do you... Like, do you guys get the fucking point? You will do wonders, bro. And I'm a personal example of this, bro. I was able to achieve profitability with trading, just focusing on that, and that gave me enough confidence. I'm like, bro, wait. If I can do this for trading, which is pretty much the hardest shit on this it's the hardest occupation, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. It's the hardest occupation in this fucking world. If I can do it for trading, oh what? All of my other life areas that I neglected, oh what? I can do that shit easy, and I'm proving it right now. Well, to myself anyway. I'm doing this shit, but it's okay, cool. I'm proving to myself that I can do difficult things with my physical body, right? But what I need to improve on is about doing the same things consistently on a day-to-day basis. And I told you guys that the one thing, the barrier that I couldn't get across, which was around July time, was exactly that. And that's how I was able to, okay, cool, focus on just, bro, why am I shadow box? Bro, anyway, focus on just create the habit of following through with the plan. Now, it wasn't as apparent as today, midnight, like basically like 15 hours ago or some shit, right? But yeah, don't depend on motivation. Rely on your willpower. Rely on your own will. Depend on your own will.